you break into a sweat with even the thought of having company? I'm here to help. After trying just a few of my hosting tips, you'll be more than ready to say, come on over. Today we're going to talk about signature dishes. So a lot of people don't want to have company because they think, I'm not a good cook.
I can't cook, can I?
But you are a good cook. And I know this because everyone has a signature dish. It could be lasagna. It could be any form of pasta, really. It could be a roast. It could be meatballs. It could be chicken. Well, one signature dish that a lot of people have in their pocket and don't think they do is chili. Today, I'm going to show you how to make white chili. And the reason it's called white chili is that we're using ground turkey. Now, you could use ground beef for a red chili, but to keep it in the white look, the white chili family, you need ground turkey. You could also use ground chicken. I've never done that. And I used to kind of poo-poo the ground turkey thing, but we love it. So we're gonna put it right into the pan, and I like to kind of crumble it as it goes in. Ooh, do you hear that sizzle? I got my pan a little warm, you don't have to. And white chili has other light colored ingredients. You can probably see them. We've got some white beans and some corn and some white cheese, but the base of it is really this ground turkey. So ground turkey does not have really a lot of grease or liquid that is part of cooking it down. And that's great, but it's also helps with keeping liquid in here because I'm not really adding much liquid. This is a 6-ingredient recipe. So the turkey's the first one, and then I am going to put a cup of water in here later. In fact, one of the great things about this recipe is that the measurements are 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup. It has 6 ingredients, and 3 of them are 1 cup of things. So you could even measure out your ingredients while you're cooking down the turkey. I often do that because the turkey doesn't need a lot of attention. We're basically just browning it and again, leaving it in its own liquid. You don't want to get rid of that liquid. It will help the recipe. Jimmy made this one time, my husband, and he made it without me, and he drained the liquid of the turkey, and he's like, it's just not juicy enough. And I said, did you drain the turkey? And he said, I did. That's why. So we're gonna just brown this up. You can see that it browns pretty quickly. You wanna get as much of the pink out of the turkey as you possibly can. You don't want to overcook it though, because you want it to be tender. So just keep stirring it up here and getting the pink moved around, and it browns up very, very quickly. I also have some cornbread going in the oven because I love to serve cornbread with any chili. So at some point, you'll see me suddenly realize I gotta get that cornbread out of the oven. All right, it's browning up beautifully. Just a little more pink to go before we add the rest of our ingredients. And it comes together that fast. I would say 15 minutes, and it also holds. So if you have all your ingredients assembled and in here, and people just aren't ready for dinner or they're not home yet, this will hold beautifully on low and just keep warm and fusing together. Okay, so I've got my turkey brown. It's not over brown, it's just missing the pink, and it's going to keep cooking as I put more ingredients in. All right, now I'm going to add 2 cans of great white northern beans, or northern great white. It's a great northern white bean. I used to grow these on the farm, I and my whole family. I'm just gonna dump them in, 2 cans. Then I'm gonna add 1 cup of frozen corn kernels. And those keep beautifully in your freezer. You can just have them on hand. I'm not usually someone who likes corn in their dishes, but I like this one. Then you use 1 cup of some sort of salsa. We like a medium salsa. You might want a hot salsa if you're a family who likes a lot of spice.
Oh gosh. It's like a slow, Can I spit it out? Oh my gosh. If pain had a flavor, this would be it.
But we kind of like the medium to keep it just enough spice, and you can also use a very mild salsa, whatever your family likes. And also, whatever you had on hand, and this is what I had on hand, so that's what we're gonna use. Now I'm gonna take this same measuring cup and I'm gonna put a cup of water in there. So I'm gonna pop over here and just get a cup of water. And I also then end up rinsing out my salsa ingredients. I'm gonna give this a stir, and then we're gonna add the best part, and that is the cheese. The cornbread is ready. Gonna get that out because we want the cornbread to still be warm when I serve up the beautiful chili. So there it is. I'm gonna let that just sit there. It's going to be awesome. And now it's time to add the cheese, my favorite part. You need 8 ounces of cheese.
I'm just crackers about cheese.
And it helps if it's a white cheese to stick with the white chili format. We like this hot pepper blend. So it is a Monterey Jack cheese, but it has jalapeno peppers in it. Now it's not super hot, but it gives it just enough of a kick to make it super tasty. And I do like to use the shredded kind, unless I just have a block of cheese, and then I'll use that. But either one works out fine. I think the shredded, if you're in a hurry, the shredded works better because it cooks down faster. Okay, so let's just take a look. Right now, it is bubbling, and I'm putting in the cheese, mixing it in really well, and I am not kidding when I say this is done.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
All we're waiting for is the cheese to really get mixed in there, really get dissolved in there, blended in, and the flavors, the fragrance coming off here right now is unbelievable. I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer and let it just kind of fuse together. Oh my word, this smells so good. I'm gonna put the lid on there, and I could actually, since we're gonna eat this shortly, the film crew and I, we're gonna eat this because why not?
What's not to like? Custard? Good. Jam? Good. Meat? Good.
I'm gonna just turn it off, and the heat that's still in here is gonna fuse this all together, keep it warm, and then we're gonna serve it up with some cornbread, and it's going to be delicious. Everything's ready, so I'm gonna dish it up. Now, you might be an end-piece cornbread eater. You could be a middle piece like me. We're gonna go with the end because that usually comes out better, except for that one, which did not. So we're gonna try the other end. Okay, not gonna try the other end. We're gonna try. Let me just get it out-ish first. That would be better.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Can you swear at cornbread? Because I'm about to. I'm fixing to. Fixing to swear. Swear? I'm fixing to swear at the cornbread. Because it's the devil. I've got it now.
The devil's lost her mind.
All right, the cornbread is ready, so we're ready. Now, you might be an end-piece cornbread eater, you might be a middle piece. Your choice. I'm going to take out an end piece because that's the piece that actually wants to come out. And there's our beautiful cornbread ready to go. And I will serve butter with that, of course. And then let's look in here, and oh my word, the fragrance coming off of here is unbelievable. I'm going to give it a stir, and then I'm going for a seriously big helping here. Because, you know, the film crew, they get hungry too.
Those extras are non-union. Give them water and pretzels and they'll be grateful.
So here we go. Oh, and look, we got a little bit of the red tomato in there from the salsa. You can see the corn, the yellow corn. We've got the beans, and look at all this ground turkey in here. It is a wonderful helping for a midday or even evening meal, particularly if you're gonna watch some football or just kick back for the evening. So here it is, a signature dish. Not difficult, not expensive, 6 ingredients. You can do this. So I want you to run out there, get those ingredients today, and fix it for someone and make them feel special. You can do it. It's weird for me to not be wearing a napkin, an apron.
Well, apron's just a big napkin.
I could wear a napkin, but it's not exciting. We love ground beef. Ground beast? Really? Ground beast. I guess it is a ground beast.
Whoa, this is awkward.
So you don't even have to try to memorize the dimensions of what you're going to use. The dimensions? I don't know why I just said that. Note, still hot. But maybe you don't. Who knows? I'm going to do that again. Good Lord.
Come on over. Now go make someone feel special today.